box. Alright, we're back with another chapter. It is a banger. Chapter 1472, titled Accumulation. Now, the author's note says this: a white hot round 6. The champion's fist close in as he resonates with Mishiba. Resonance! Now, the first panel we see is Mishiba throwing his chopping right and looking forward. And you can see outside of his field of vision comes Rosario's left hand. And it's coming in hot. He's been aiming for this counter for the last 2 chapters. As you know, Mishiba made him stop fouling. He got warned by the referee, and Mishiba's made him stop fouling. Rosario couldn't get Mishiba to match his pace, so Rosario decided to match Mishiba's pace. Rosario decided to match Mishiba's freak, and that's what's going on right now. So he's been aiming for this counter. He's been trying to counter his chopping right for the last 2 chapters. He's been missing and taking blows to the body, but he finally feels like he has the timing down. And he throws, and she throws his chopping right. Rosario throws his left hook, and boom, on the money. You get a double page spread as Mishiba is sending, and Mishiba's face is struck, and I mean struck, by Rosario's hook. You see sweat, blood going everywhere. Rosario popped his top. He popped his top, and I told you last video, he's gonna do it to him. And I think I'm playing. No, I'm not. He did it to him. Silence. We just see Kumi and Ippo holding each other. We see Mishiba as he falls, as he begins falling over. We just see sweat coming off his black silhouette, and Kumi is just frightened. You just see complete fear and dismay in her eyes. Which, side note, I see why Ippo's mother doesn't want to come see him fight, because mind you, we've seen Mishiba only lose 1 fight technically. We've seen him in some bloody brawls, but losing a fight once. We've seen Ippo, and that knockout, it was bad, but it wasn't terrible. Ippo's last 2 knockouts were horrifying. It looked like it shortened his lifespan. The way he got knocked out, imagine a mother seeing something like that. Even just seeing your kid take a few jabs would be hard for a parent to watch. So, I'm just saying, Ippo, maybe your mama shouldn't see this. Man, this was you? Man, this your friend? This your friend? Bomb. No, she was not a bum. But just, I think one thing the boxers in this series don't kind of take into account is how the people that they love don't want to see them hurt, you know, like they won't want to come to a match and watch that. And Ippo even says that, I want to make sure I make it home in one piece. He's like, and she was like, you got him weaker. Who cares about that? It's about winning. So yeah, so maybe that kind of proved my own point while I was talking to it. Like, if you're a real boxer, you wouldn't care about that. They know who you are. The next page, we see Mishiba's silhouette begin falling over, and just the sweat falling off in silence. You see Ippo's face just wane, just scared, mouth agape, breathless. See Mishiba just head hit the floor. It's a tonk. Boom. Silence. None of these panels have words. It's completely just silhouettes and facial images. The next page. Sorry, I got helicopter in the background. The boy lives in the hood. Oh, I live in a nice little spot. Rosario stands over Mishiba. He stands over Mishiba triumphantly, and the referee goes to start the count. But I want to take note of something. Even though the last panel we saw Mishiba hit the floor, this panel it shows roll, as if he rolled himself over. So I want it to be, it's no words said and it's silent. It's not so dismayed or done over. He's not like it's all for naught. He's rolled over, so he's still somewhat conscious. I want that to be taken into account. The referee announces a counter explodes like dynamite. The challenger is down. Sends Rosario to the corner. We see Mishiba's coach. He got him. He did it to him. Played him like a fiddle. We see Rosario's coach going crazy. We see Rosario in the corner. Oh yes, I knew these 2 would never betray me. Talking about his fist. Said this guy might be the strongest I've ever fought, but now it's over. And we see Rosario. Oh my God! Sorry about this. I know I was recording it here, huh? Well, that's what I was saying. Rosario was in the corner thinking to himself, he can trust in his fist again. And he says, This guy might be the strongest I've ever fought, which is an amazing compliment to Mashiba. Because mind you, he also did fight Juan Garcia, and obviously Mashiba beat that guy, but that's a high compliment. But Rosario then goes on to say, but now it's over. And his face has a Super Saiyan hair, the devilish look, the grin, the snarl, more of a snarl than the grin. You see the madness in his eyes. It's over with now. He's like, no way he can get up. Rev says the count continues. The damage is clearly deep. The arena is in an uproar. People shouting for Masiba. Kumi's like, Makanuchi, the way he fell just now. Ippo's thinking, can he even get up? No, this might be it. He's stressed. Even though he's saying Mashiba, he sees how stressed he is. You see in his heart, he might not truly believe what he's saying. And he remembers his times falling down. The times he fell down like he was defeated, and the times he finally couldn't get back up. Even back to when he fell down against Sendo. When he fell down 4-1 to go to sleep. Like, it's sometimes hard to pick yourself off that canvas when you get put down on it. We then zoom into a silhouette of a small eye opening, and it's Mashiba. We hear the chants of Mashiba, and it's his eyes slowly coming forward, opening to the light. The light's above head. We get a panel of him just kind of looking upside down, thinking to himself, is this the ceiling? What the hell happened? What am I doing here? What the hell? What am I? And I like that what it's called, what he did when he says that. What am I? Not where am I? But what am I? You know? Because mind you, he's been going through growth through every one of his matches. And this one in particular, he's become a brand new level of himself. And he doesn't know, like, it's probably still foreign to him. You know, he's doing the right thing. It's still foreign to him. Still maybe some demons he's battling. Then we just see distorted images of Mashiba and Rosario and his coach and Kumi, everyone cheering for him and looking at him. We just kind of looking around through these hazy eyes. He says, I can see it. Mizutani, his old friend, he said, incredible. Even though there was blood in my eyes, I could barely see anything. They stopped the bleeding. They let me fight again. Thinking about his coach. He said, I'm grateful. They let me fight again. He said he cheered me on. Shows a picture of Ippo with his banner. Mizutani, his friend. Thank you. His bosses and his boss's daughter that love him. Thank you. I'm always. And he sees Kumi. One word short. And I can't say it. Instead of saying thank you, just been saying thanks. He's always one word short. And I can't say it now. And you see, he gets his spirit back. You know, the spirit eyes and Ippo, when they get that heart going, it pumps him up. He gets his spirit back in him, gets his soul back in him. We see the ref has a count of 7 up. His fingers are 7. And Mashiba cocks back up like the Undertaker. Back up and is ready to go. Counts at 7. He says, he thinks to himself, if I can't say it, then I guess I'll have to show him. Alright? You see Mashiba, he's shaking, he's visibly worn out. But you look over the next panel, you see Rosario. His face just dropped. He can't believe what he's seen. He can't believe this man has his heart. He put this man down. He popped his top. And he got right back up. Mashiba keeps thinking to himself, in front of everyone that showed up for me, all I can do is snatch that belt and raise it to the sky. Woo! God! He's gonna do it to him. He's gonna do it to him. The crowd goes crazy. He gets back up. Just as the count hit 8, the challenger stands back up. Mashiba takes his peekaboo pose and prepares. We get back to Saramura now. He says, this is pointless. Anymore, it'll just be torturing him to death. And he just said, shut your yap. Talk about my mans like that. He says he's going to show us what a real man is. One thing you know about Sendo, one thing you can't say about Sendo, he's going to come through in a pinch. He's going to support his mans. Sendo will support his mans. Ippo grabs on Kumi and consoles her. You know, she has tears in his eyes and Ippo looks frantic. Dark circles under his. But he stands strong for his friend and his brother-in-law. Also, he's been gripped up on Kumi for a cool minute. Like, last 3 rounds, it's like 9 minutes. If you count intermission, that's 12 minutes. Alright, I see you now. Here go Itagaki. They should stop it. The damage is way too deep. Takamura says, whose is? And they all look kind of confused. He goes on to say, ever since round 1, no. from even before the match. For the sake of today, it's been stacking up. We get a glimpse of Rosario, and inside it shows like a 3D view of just his stomach. It shows his organs kind of looking flat and almost detached. They've been getting beat on so much. Then we see image of Mashiba. His eyes still look hazy. You know, he has his guard. You can tell he's still not very conscious. And so it goes back to Takamura saying, so when you say that his damage is deep, whose do you mean? And the crowd's going crazy. And he says the match continues and fight, and it is on a break week. My goodness. First and foremost, thank you for all my supporters for sticking around. I've been so late with these chapter reviews. I'm shotgunning them all. I'm editing these videos out, put them out 2 a day. So please enjoy this, and I'll make sure I stay up with it going forward. But wow, this chapter itself, I kind of, you know, obviously he's going to get hit by that counter, but I liked it because it's just showing Mashiba's heart. We are seeing the new Mashiba, and this is like I hate to always think like this, but like we're coming to kind of the end of Hajime no Ippo, even though it's going on for so long. It kind of has this, it's almost like Hajime no Ippo Shippuden. It's like the ones we grew up watching and staying with from the jump, like the first season, they're coming pretty much to their end, you know, unless, which I hope one of them does when become undisputed champion, take all the belts. That'll be a whole other storyline. But the kids we watch grow from being amateurs are becoming pros now. I'm watching them grow. This is Mashiba's magnum opus match. This is his championship match. Like, I love to see it. I like when Takamura talk about whose damage is worse. Like, even before today, think about Mashiba's, like, his parents dying, looking out for his sister, always getting blamed for something. Essentially, they treated him like a devil and a villain. That's who he became. And then Rosario, he's almost like a foil to Mashiba, where he actually joined the gang and was loyal to them. But when the boss went down, they blamed him. And he was left for dead too, for the people that he loved and cared for. And like it turned him into a villain because he was abandoned. That's why he hates happiness so much, because he couldn't have it. And when Takamura said, whose pain you think is deeper? Like who had it worse in life? And it really is like, even going back to talking about in the previous video how Mashiba's world title fight and then Vogue's world title fight. Like who had it rougher, who had a harder time, more disadvantage. It depends on how you flip it, you know? It's like 6 apples in one hand and half a dozen in the other. It's however you see it. But this match was heat. I love how it got back up at count of 7 on some anime stuff. It might have shown too that Mark Rosario's hit wasn't that deep, which is also a good sign. But the damage is accumulated. I do think the cut will be reopened. I give it 2 more chapters before we get to into this match, and I don't think we're going to start the Ricardo match this year. I think around February next year we'll have it like finally kicking off, him getting there and just the opening bell rounds, and that match is going to be crazy. But that's all I got for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Please Tekken that like button, subscribe for more action and content, and have a great day.